Okay, so like, ooh,
Like that, yeah.
test, test.
Because it's
Okay,
better that it's too loud than too quiet for the recording.
totally. I think maybe.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our very special 2021 graduation ceremony for the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the unceded, shared traditional territory of the Coast Salish people on which we live and work and play. I would also like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Peace Portal Alliance staff for their gracious offering and support in helping to make this graduation possible. And at this time, I would like to ask Teacher Victoria to come up on stage and lead us in O Canada. Will everyone please stand?
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. Sorry. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, our true north, strong and free. From far and wide Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep a land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thanks, everyone. Please have a seat. Thank you, Victoria, very much. To start our program, we will now hear two district messages to our graduates from Trustee Lorraine McNally and Assistant Superintendent for the South Zone, Linda Reef.
You know, life is what you make it, and now it's your turn to decide what you want to do going forward. You will face challenges, we all do, but if your time in school has taught you anything, let it be that you have the confidence, the skill, and the knowledge to work through anything that crops up on your way to the next steps in your future. While you have reached the end of your formal education with us, there is so much more to come. Your whole lives are ahead of all of you. This past year has shown all of us that each one of you are strong, resilient, and determined driven. It may not seem so today, but as you move on in life, you're going to come to appreciate the truth and all those cliches you hear about how life is a journey, not a destination. You know, my mom always said to my sister and I, your life is a book. Ensure your book has lots of interesting pages. I know you will. And you know what? The really best thing about the future is it only comes one day at a time. All of us don't know what we really want to do until we find it. So go out there, start looking, and don't stop. And I know that you will achieve your dreams.
Hello, parents, staff, honored guests, and the graduating class of 2021. It's my honor to address you today and to bring you greetings and congratulations on behalf of Surrey Schools. Your graduating year is one that will be forever remembered as unique. Unique in the way that you have learned and the way that you celebrate this milestone with and for you. It was not so long ago that you entered our schools. You may have been excited, a bit afraid, but also full of wonder at what this school journey would look like. Your parents, too, had many of those same feelings. And now, here you stand on the brink of another phase of your journey, and it may bring back many of those feelings. For some of you, you've mapped out your next step, and for some, maybe not so much, and that's okay. But as you leave secondary school and watch this video with your family, I want to start by sharing a fragment of a poem that was read by Amanda Gorman, who was United States' first ever youth poet laureate. She read a powerful poem at the inauguration of President Joe Biden. And I want to share a small fragment of this poem with you, not only because it's powerful, but because as she and others have demonstrated, there is a strong voice and power in our young people, in our emerging future, in you. So what did she say? She said, "For while we have our eyes on the future, history has its eyes on us. This is the era of just redemption. We feared at its inception. We did not feel prepared to be the heirs of such a terrifying hour, but within it we found the power to author a new chapter, to offer hope and laughter to ourselves. So while once we asked, how could we possibly prevail over catastrophe? Now we assert, how could catastrophe possibly prevail over us? We will not march back to what was, but move to what shall be." So I believe these words also capture your last years of secondary school, but more so they capture the essence of events that have unfolded that are a call to action and change, and you have the power to be instrumental in this change. What did you hear when you listened to those words? Did you hear a call to equity, to inclusion, to dignity? A call that some things in our past must remain there and be no more? I hope that you can spend some time, either now or in the upcoming days and weeks, reflecting on the changes that you are about to embark and your now what. What impact can you have on shaping your future and the future of our broader community and world? My wish for you is that you continue to be lifelong learners and that you are reflective and curious, not only about who you are, but about what you see around you. We are getting nearer to the end of this pandemic, and as we emerge, we have the opportunity to move forward in a way that we never have before. We have the opportunity to not go back to some of our ways of being, and it's up to you what that will look like. For some things, of course, we are excited to go back to connecting socially as human beings and the importance of that for our well-being. However, there's also an opportunity to stand up for social justice and say that past human behaviors will not be tolerated and are simply not okay. So I challenge you, be a critical thinker, be thoughtful, be kind. Use your talents not just to further yourself, but to help others. Use your curiosity to envision that which does not exist and to learn and to understand. And approach every day with purpose and happiness and strive to do something that will make a difference in the lives of others. Graduating class of 2021, congratulations on your graduation and my very best wishes for this next phase of your life. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to say a few things to the graduates of 2021. And to echo a little bit, I guess, of what Trustee LeRae and Assistant Superintendent Linda Reeve have said. But, you know, it's been quite a year and a half, hasn't it? I remember March 13th, 2020 quite well. That date marks the beginning of our pandemic response and the day that masks and hand washing became the new norm. That was last spring. And now, here we are on the brink of returning to life as we once knew it. So, my friends, graduates 2021, I want to ask you this. What will be your takeaway from this pandemic and this historical time in our lives? What have you learned? What have you sacrificed? And what have you gained? In 5 years from now, When you look back on COVID-19, what will you think of? I will think of all of you, of the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center and the class of 2021. I will marvel at how well you all adapted on a turn of a dime and decided that despite a global pandemic, you were moving forward. You were graduating. I will take note and remember the sacrifices you made to keep your loved ones safe and to keep our schools open. I have truly learned what it means to persevere in the face of adversity, thanks to all of you. What an honor it is to be standing with you today. I am witness to the fact that all of you are strong, resilient young adults who made a decision to be the best you could be. You made this decision when you walked in the doors of our school, when you stayed with us remotely last spring, and when you came back, masked up, and ready to learn in September of this school year. Together, we have weathered this storm, and I think this is something that will bond us forever. Please know that I am so proud of you. Graduation is a big deal and a challenging time for most. It is reaped with mixed emotion, bittersweet. One chapter is closing and a new one is on the horizon. What do you see on that horizon? When I look there, I see a bright future. A bright future for all of you. A future full of hope. I hope you see this bright future too. I'd like to quote one of your fellow graduates who is here with us today. These are his words about hope and future. And I quote, "Hope didn't mean much to me a couple of years ago, but now that I've reached this point in my life, I have realized that hope has a new meaning. Hope has created a new thinking of what my life can look like in a positive light. I have so many ideas of what my future will be, and I feel good about it. I used to think that future possibilities were just dreams, but now I think more realistically. Now I see hope." Graduates, when you cross this stage today, please hold your head high. You have been the leaders in our school, the school seniors through this pandemic, the culture builders, the role models, the positive energy that flows through our building every day. And I thank you for that. Class of 2021, you are remarkable. Don't forget it. You have managed this challenging year in COVID-19 with grace and compassion. Despite the adversity, here you are, graduating, walking the stage. And this is a testimony to your perseverance and commitment to yourself. I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Ralph Emerson. Listen up. "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us." As you lead the way forward into your future, please know you can do anything you set your mind to. I am so looking forward to seeing your smiling faces as you cross this stage. Congratulations on your graduation. We're now going to hear from two of your fellow graduates to give a graduate address. And I'd like to ask Kale Montgomery to come up first, please. Come on up, Kale.
School in general has been a challenge for me from the start. Pardon? What? School in general has been a challenge for me from the start. I began school in Alberta in a Spanish school, which was fully taught in Spanish. When I transferred to a mainstream school for grade 5, I barely knew how to read and write in English. This made me feel really insecure at school and not want to ask questions because I got bullied as a result. My family moved around a lot. Typically, I joined a new school every year, having to navigate not only the curriculum but social challenges. My grades suffered and I struggled to stay afloat in our education system. This leaked into my home life and social circles. After moving back and forth from Calgary, I finally settled in White Rock to begin my grade 10 year at Earl Marriott. My life at the time started to go downhill and I was really having troubles being happy with myself and being proud of my accomplishments. I started skipping school and doing things that teens shouldn't do. I found myself suspended from Earl Marriott and I couldn't find solid ground to plant my feet on. That's until I came to the White Rock Learning Center. At first, I felt disappointed in myself for having to attend a learning center, mainly because of the impact it had on my family's perception of me. Little did I know that was the best decision for me. My attendance went from maybe a class a day to not only being there for all my classes, but showing up 30 minutes early. My grades also skyrocketed, going from a CD average to an AB across the board. My attitude and personality improved greatly. I was no longer afraid to be myself. My time at the Learning Center has drastically changed the path I was on in life. While being at the White Rock Learning Center, I was able to gain a lot of experience I would not have been able to achieve at mainstream. Susan has taken me through many courses and certificates that will serve me well in life. And Kama has not only been my teacher, but a huge support for my physical and mental health, acting as a mentor. Being at the White Rock Learning Center has allowed me to maintain a part-time job because of the flexibility of the schedule and the understanding staff. I can't tell what the future holds for me. The path could change at any moment. The experiences I had at the White Rock Learning Center will allow me to maintain my course in life and give me the confidence to pursue a career that is fulfilling and brings me joy as well as financial security. My advice to everyone, if you're willing to put in the work, life is willing to pay out.
Thank you, Kale. It's beautiful. Desmond Tompkins.
I would first like to thank Janice and all the staff at the Learning Center for supporting me since the day I walked through the front doors of our school. I came to the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center in grade 10. At that time, I was scared, suffering with mental illness, and still reeling from the abuse I faced in mainstream schools. I remember my first day walking into Victoria's classroom, not knowing that my life was about to change forever. Like many of my peers, this school was my last chance at receiving the education I deserved. When a student first enters the school, no matter what background they come from, they will receive a fresh start, a level of mutual respect between staff and students, and an opportunity to find and explore their passions. What mainstream school may not understand thrives here. Our differences are not just accepted, they are celebrated. Instead of us expecting us to fit within a box of society's expectations, our school allows us to thrive as individuals and revel in the uniqueness of our identity. We recognize diversity through initiatives like our LGBT club and Indigenous teachings. We don't shy away from showing our pride, which can be seen through the many pride flags and diverse artworks that hang on the walls of our school. For many students, the teachers here are the first positive role models they've ever found in an education setting. For me, the positive masculinity expressed by Rory, Harmel, and James taught me what it meant to be a kind and confident man. The effects of alternative education are long-term. Our students recognize that. Graduates from the school go on to pursue education, thrive in their chosen careers, and continue to work towards bettering themselves. Our school focuses on building resiliency, and that is a gift that is not easily forgotten. Originally, I thought that the Learning Center had saved my life, but I soon realized that it did much more than that. This school gave me the tools to both save my own life and thrive within it. When I say that this school is one of the greatest blessings that I've ever received, I mean it. Usually, one would say that high school prepares you for the real world, but our school is the real world. Nowhere else could you find a more diverse population of students. We grow from our continued care and respect for each other. To say we are friends is an understatement. We have become a family.
Such wise words. Thank you, Desmond. Thank you, Kale. Okay. Before we begin receiving your graduation certificates, we do have two special guests with us that are going to help present a memorial scholarship and two memorial bursaries to a few of our graduates. The first is the Matthew Madriga Humanities Memorial Scholarship. And this scholarship will be going to Tariq Duncan. Tariq came to the Learning Center in grade 10, shortly after his father passed away. He lives with his mom, grandma, and two younger siblings who are 7 and 4 years old. COVID has been a scary time for Tariq and his family due to compromised health of some family members. And throughout this time, Tariq has taken on the task of keeping his family safe. Tariq loves working on cars and is wonderful with younger kids. At one point, he expressed that he would be interested in possibly becoming a teacher. Tariq has a gentle soul and a quiet yet strong presence. He has taken on important roles in his family at a very young age and stepped up to be an amazing mentor to his younger siblings. Through his hardships, he has never once took anything out on another person. His peaceful nature is his gift. He is a talented young man with a bright future. And I'd like to ask Tessa Madriga to come forward to present you with a scholarship. Tessa.
Hello, my name is Tessa Madriga. I am very proud and honored to be here today. Thank you for having me. Congratulations to all of this year's graduating students for all of your hard work and accomplishments. My brother, Matthew Madriga, graduated from the Learning Center 3 years ago in June of 2018. Matt was very happy to have reached this milestone and looked forward to his future. Matthew passed away 5 months later in November 2018. Matt's loss was devastating to our family and me. He was my best friend. I miss him every single day and always will. Matthew had manners and was kind. He was effortlessly hilarious with our family. He loved our dog, Dixie. Matthew was insightful and authentic. He thought outside the box. He was an independent thinker. He challenged the traditional school of thought. He wanted to explore the why before he accepted or rejected it. Matthew was an adventurer. Just weeks after his 18th birthday, he bought himself a plane ticket to Los Angeles all on his own and rented a room in a house in Long Beach, California for a month. Each day for that month, Matt explored every street, every block of Long Beach on his skateboard. He loved every minute of it, and he loved Southern California. He watched KTLA news as often as he could. Matt had plans to return after graduation. Sadly, he was not able to, but we have taken some of Matt's ashes to his favorite places in California. Matthew was left-handed. He was creative. He drew or sketched every day. He appreciated graffiti. He also appreciated the Learning Center. Matthew was the best brother, son, grandson, and friend. Matt was humble, and he would be very proud of the Humanities Scholarship in his name. Today, my family and I are very honored to announce that this year's recipient of the third Matthew Madriga Humanities Scholarship is Tariq Duncan. Congratulations, Tariq.
Yeah, thanks, Tariq. Please come up to receive your scholarship. Thank you, Tessa. Next, I'd like to ask Evan Dostal to come up to the stage to present the Emery Dostal Memorial Bursaries.
Thank you, Janice. Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, you guys run a great place. Now, I'm not familiar with everything that you guys do, but even hearing what I've heard up to this point, I'm very, very impressed. So a heartfelt congratulations to everybody today. And why I'm here, essentially, is my father, Emery Dostal, was an educator. He worked in education his whole career. And I think he'd be very proud to see, what has gone on in this community and have a part in shaping that. And how we're going to do that is through a bursary that's been established in my father's name. And we have 2 recipients today. Those being, now forgive me if I get these names incorrect, but that's Scarlett Durhausoff and Trey Saras. Now, we're going to ask that Scarlett come up and join us, but unfortunately Trey's not able to be with us today because he has a fantastic opportunity, which he has taken advantage of, to further his education in a program. So he's not going to be here today, but in his spirit, I'd be happy to accept the bursary and make sure he receives it on his behalf. And if we can have Scarlett come up, we'll present the bursary, please. Thank you all again very much for your time and congratulations.
Okay, thank you so much, both of you, for your generous contributions to our graduates. Greatly appreciated, and thank you that you could be here to be part of this really special ceremony. So much appreciated. Okay, it's time. It's now time to present our graduates of 2021, and we're going to ask you one by one to come up to the stage to receive your graduation certificates. Our wonderful youth care worker, Jennifer King, and wonderful inner city support secondary worker, Leslie Williams, are going to welcome each graduate on stage.
Max Biffin.
This way, Max. 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 When do I start talking? When he gets here. When he comes up here, because they need time to. Nice job. So listen, just right to left. Oh my God.
Max came to the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre in his grade 11 year. He enjoyed the self-paced learning style offered at the center, allowing him to spend time exploring the world of finance and stocks. He would like to thank his teachers, Harmel, Kama, and Rory, for taking the time to have in-depth conversations and keeping him on track. Max is looking forward to attending BCIT in the fall to become an entrepreneur and carving out his own path in this world. Max is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Congratulations, Max, and best of luck with your studies. Ash Burke. Fools learn from experiences, while the wise learn from history. Ash was a fool. Now it is time for Ash to gain experience in other parts of life.
We have to go faster. Is that what they said? Madison Cameron. This way, Maddie. Madison really enjoyed her stay at the White Rock Learning Center. She found the support and motivation she needed to push herself to graduate, and now she has. Madison will continue her education by enrolling in a culinary arts program with the hopes of becoming a global chef. She thanks you all for her help along this journey, and now we set her free. Madison is the recipient of the $400 White Rock Learning Center bursary. Well done, Madison. All the best for your future. Jordan Cleveland. School was a walk in the park for Jordan, with many logs, rocks, and a few rivers to cross along the way. He found a home at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center when he came from mainstream in 2018. He enjoyed his courses with Harmel, particularly physical education, where he was able to connect to his friends. Jordan looks forward to embarking on the next chapter of his life, taking with him the valuable life lessons he has learned over the past 3 years. Jordan is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship, as well as a $250 Surrey Principal Vice Principals Association Scholarship. Congratulations, Jordan, and best of luck with your studies. Destiny Collins. Destiny would like to thank Kama for always being the fun, supportive, and charismatic teacher. She would also like to thank Jen for always being there for her whenever she needed to talk to someone or if she was having a rough day. And for Janice, for seeing the good in her and taking her into the school to give her another chance to succeed when no one else would. Destiny's goals are to live on her own by her 21st birthday, which is next June, and to attend Parsons School of Design in New York City, where she has recently been asked to attend. Maddie Skronkovich, Vic. Madison has enjoyed her time at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center. She enjoyed participating in the psychology course and has learned that it is very insightful and expressive. She has gained a great introduction to human behavior and is looking forward to building on the insight as she pursues criminology at Kwantlen Polytech University in September. Madison is excited to begin the next chapter of her life. Madison is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Well done, Maddie.
Scarlett Derhausoff. After high school, Scarlett will be attending Simon Fraser University to do the Tatualet Indigenous Education Program. She hopes to strive in the program and become knowledgeable in order to help youth in a school setting. Scarlett has enjoyed her time at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center and appreciates all the support she has received. Scarlett is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship, as well as the $1,000 Emery Dosdell Memorial Bursary with Peace Arch Peninsula Rotary Club. Scarlett is also the recipient of the Achievement Award for the 2020-2021 school year. Congratulations, Scarlett. Eli Duffy. Eli is looking forward to graduating so that he can start exploring different career paths to find his passion. Eli will always remember the great teaching staff and the support he received from everyone at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre. Eli is thankful for the love and support of his parents, family, and friends. Eli is the recipient of the $500 White Rock Learning Centre bursary. Well done, Eli, and all the best with your future plans. Tariq Duncan. Tariq would like to share the following quote with the class of 2021. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. You have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. Tariq would like to thank his family for all their support. He is looking forward to connecting the dots as he prepares to leave high school and into the next chapter of his life. Tariq is the recipient of the $1,000 Matt Madriga Humanities Scholarship. Congratulations, Tariq, and best of luck with your studies.
Kyle Gillis. Sometimes people just have to stop and soak in their surroundings, freeze frame the moment, and look around and realize just how lucky they are. Kyle has had an unforgettable high school experience filled with laughter and an incredible set of friends. Congratulations. Maddie Hebert. The South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre has helped Maddie tremendously, from the incredible staff to the flexible classes. She's going to miss coming to school and being able to socialize with her friends and the staff. After graduation, Maddie has plans to continue working to save up for post-secondary. She wants to thank every staff member for everything they have done to help her, and a very special thank you to Jen, Kama, and Victoria for being huge support systems for her. Madison is the recipient of the $1,000 White Rock Learning Centre Scholarship. Congratulations, Madison, and best of luck.
Rylan Harasco. Although Rylan is a year late to graduation compared to the average Canadian high school graduate, he successfully balanced a full-time job, high school, and an active social life. He would like to thank the staff at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre for all their support. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Kylie Lewis. After high school, Kylie was chosen to take a year off to work at her current job. She's hoping to start school at the West Coast School of Massage Therapy in September of 2022 to become a registered massage therapist. Kylie's dream is to eventually one day open her own massage clinic. She has loved her experience at the Learning Centre and has achieved much more than she ever thought was possible. Kylie is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Kylie is also the recipient of the Achievement Award for the 2020-2021 school year. Well done, Kylie, and all the best in your future plans. Andrew Madden. Andrew would like to share the following quotes with the class of 2021. Once you establish something which you can't deny, you can move on from that. I came down here to say goodbye to you, so goodbye, good luck, and good riddance.
Okay. Cale Montgomery. Cale joined the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre in 2019 and enjoyed his time and experience as he worked towards his graduation. With the help of Susan, he participated in many work experience opportunities and received many certifications, which really pushed him forward. Cale is excited to get it out into the world and get tatted up. Kale is the recipient of the $750 White Rock Learning Center bursary. Kale, come back. In addition, Kale is the recipient for the Outstanding Attendance Award for the third year in a row. And we would also like to honor Kale with the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center Raven Spirit Award. The Raven Spirit Award is nominated by staff to honor and respect a student's transformation. In First Nations mythology, the raven is known as a creative, intelligent, adventurous, and mischievous. In legends, Native elders believed that the raven could help one change their outlook and give them courage. The raven's feathers are iridescent and change colors and shape, which is believed to symbolize that one should have the courage to change too. The raven's journey is marked by personal growth, the development of new insights and inner strength. The raven does not give up. The staff has chosen to present Kale with this year's Raven Spirit Award in recognition of his journey, and we are so proud of you.
Gurveer Matu. Gurveer had a different experience in high school from a lot of other students. By far, the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center was the best. When Gurveer came to the Learning Center, he felt very welcomed. No other school ever made him feel that. The teachers are the best teachers you'll ever meet. They are more like friends who encourage you to focus and graduate.
Cade Perker-Morell. Cade does not remember her first day or week at the Learning Center, not because it was not memorable, but due to the fact that she slept for most of it. She had come from a very chaotic and hard place in life, and thus she only had a small amount of sleep. That soon changed as coming to the Learning Center made her enjoy school again. After so many years, she felt safe and wanted, and she would not change that for the world. Cade is the recipient of the $400 White Rock Learning Center bursary, and Cade is also the recipient for the Outstanding Attendance Award for the 2020-2021 school year. Well done, Cade.
Just before Cade exits the stage, I just want to mention the journey paddle. The art of wood carving is believed to have been around since the beginning of time. One such form of carving is the journey paddle. The Haida people began the tradition of carving paddles in order to give them to people beginning a new journey in life. Today we celebrate this graduation class of 2021 with a journey paddle that was carved by Cade Perker-Morell.
Carlos Quiros Mota. Carlos expresses appreciation for the teachers and staff at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center for always being kind and patient with him, as well as providing support and care towards all students. Carlos had struggled with anxiety, and the teachers and staff made it easier for him to finish high school. He has not decided what he hopes to do next, but for now, Carlos enjoys working and playing soccer. In the future, he would like to find a profession helping others.
Nicole Rentira. Nicole will be remembered for her eccentric personality and her tendency to put off her schoolwork too often. Although her poor ability of waking up in the morning and making it to class late was quite consistent, at least she was on time today. Nicole would like to thank the staff at the White Rock Learning Center for seeing her potential and always pushing her to do her best. Nicole is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Congratulations, Nicole.
Ashlyn Riddock. After high school, Ashlyn will be taking a few months off for a much-needed break after completing 4 years of online schooling. She is very happy and relieved to have succeeded. Ashlyn is disappointed she will have to graduate from the Thrive Dance Studio. She will miss her coach, who she's had for the past 10 years, but looks forward to new opportunities and possibilities that the studio will be offering post-COVID. Ashlyn plans to pursue a career with the RCMP once she turns 18. Ashlyn is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Well done, Ashlyn, and all the best with your future plans.
Okay. Caden Rudolph. Caden will never forget the memories he made at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre. He enjoyed every moment there with the students and teachers. Caden was taught some very useful life lessons from the teachers at the school. He is wanting to become an LPN a little further down the road. He would like to thank all of the teachers, and a special thanks to Jen for being there when he needed her, Kama for being an awesome art teacher, and Hermel for just being Hermel. If you know, you know. Caden is the recipient of the $1,000 White Rock Learning Centre Scholarship. Congratulations, Caden.
Paisley Samuel. Paisley enjoyed completing her final year of high school at the South Surrey White Rock Learning Centre. She is excited to begin this new chapter and see where her journey takes her next. After graduation, Paisley plans to attend university and pursue a career in social work, where she can use her passion of helping others. Paisley is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship. Well done, Paisley, and all the best in your future plans. Alicia Speak. After high school, Alicia plans to pursue a career in early childhood education and will be applying to Douglas College. During her time at the Learning Centre, Alicia put all of her efforts into being the best student she could be. Growing up, she was never interested in school, but coming to the Learning Centre really changed that for her. She is beyond thankful for the help she received, where that support has gotten her, and how far it will take her. She would like to thank her principal, teachers, and counselors, especially Susan. Alicia is the recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship, as well as the $500 Surrey Teachers Association Scholarship. Well done, Alicia, and all the best in the future.
Somebody just showed up and is at the very back. Okay. Desmond Tompkins. Desmond has been a student at the Learning Centre since 2019. He is proud to say that the safe space the school provided him allowed him to grow to his full potential. He is planning to pursue a Bachelor of Arts degree in English at Kwantlen Polytech University. Desmond hopes to become an alternative high school teacher so that he may inspire students in the same way his teachers at the Learning Centre did. Desmond is recipient of the $1,250 Ministry of Education Scholarship, as well as the $750 Semiamu Rotary Scholarship. In addition, Desmond is the recipient of the Service Award and will be awarded $250 to donate to a charity of his choice. Well done, Desmond, and all the best for your future plans. Kevin Warrington. Kevin has enjoyed his time at the White Rock Learning Centre and is proud to be finished. He would like to thank all of the staff, especially Susan, for being a constant support and encouraging him along the way. It is exciting to think about what the future has in store. Best of luck to the grads of 2021. Oh, that was supposed to be at the end. Sorry. Oh, sorry. So one more.
Harmol Gill. Harmol would like to keep it short and sweet. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Harmol is the recipient of the $500 White Rock Learning Centre Scholarship. Well done, Harmol, and all the best with your future plans.
Congratulations, graduates 2021. Woo! This concludes our 2021 graduation ceremony. Just in closing, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our staff, our parents and guardians, and our school community. All of you have a very special role to play in the service of our youth. It takes the effort of all of us to make the South Surrey White Rock Learning Center the safe and caring school that it is. Congratulations to all of the graduates. We wish you the best as you journey on to new adventures and new experiences. We'll miss you. Thank you, everybody.